Angel, what's the deal? Let that minute go by. How many of y'all went to go vote? Excuse me. Blood Moon, what's the deal? Eric, what's the deal? What's going on? Dre, what's going on? Jacob, go Birds. Charles, what's going on? What's the deal? See if we get some more people in here real quick. Y'all go vote. Salute King Terrence. Go Birds. Kevin, what's the deal? D Griff, yeah, we just ended a meeting probably an hour ago. So we just ended a Merkabah Scholar Society meeting. I had some business to take care of real quick, but it didn't go as long as I thought it would. But excuse me. But yeah, I wanted to do a live real quick. Excuse me. Get my voice back real fast. A lot of talking. Lone Wolf, shout out Thailand. Hell no. Yeah, right? What would be the point? We all knew it was going to be Trump. Oh yeah, I use Adobe. Yeah, so Merkabah Scholar Society members, that video is mixing down now. You guys will get that pretty soon. It's 2 hours. It's a 2 hour meeting. We was in it for almost, no, longer than 2 hours. So yeah, about 3 hour video. LJ. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I think I ate too much spicy food. I need some more spicy food. You sent me an email about Merkabah Society. Okay, I'll look for that email. Carvin King, what's the deal? Yeah, I was talking about in the meeting too, Lone. So I'm gonna do a separate meeting for my European people, everybody that's over in Europe and overseas. We're gonna start having different meetings for different time zones, so it'd be a lot easier so people can make it. It's so many people that's overseas, that's like in England and different countries. We're gonna start doing time zone meetings. Excuse me. Yeah, you should send out the email. I'm gonna start sending out a couple of days ahead of time, the link and everything, so people have more time to to get it done. Yeah, you guys see Bitcoin all-time high so far. It's probably they projecting it to get close to 100K by the end of the year. We'll see what happens. We're already in November. We only got a month left. Yep, Bitcoin stocks is going up. Markets are super duper psyched about Trump, and yeah, it's what I predicted. Is what I said would happen. I never for a second thought she would win. I thought she was there to bring more attention to Trump. Um, I don't even think she didn't even come out and give a concession speech or really thank everybody. She's probably glad it's over. Um, but that's what that was about, as far as I'm concerned. Oh yeah, for sure. We gotta definitely meet up in Vegas. D Grill, for sure. You guys come out here. Just I'm not responsible for anybody losing any money once you get out here, though. Yeah, so a few people asked about Merkabah Academy. I'm actually currently updating Merkabah Academy now. For anybody who's having those bugs still, so we finally got the code, we got the fix from WordPress. So WordPress basically finally helped us fix the issue. But since we updating the site anyway, we're just going to implement that new code into the site, so it'll all work. Everything will be good with Merkabah Academy, and I could finish adding the stuff to Merkabah Academy site. So Merkabah Academy is about to get a facelift again. Some updates, and you guys will see a big difference on Merkabah Academy pretty soon, and those problems will be fixed, all the login issues and everything like that. As I said before, I had to sit back and wait for Merkabah Academy to be taken care of as far as on the WordPress side, and for our updates to be implemented. So we can finish basically doing what we've been trying to do with the site, which is just get it to where we wanted to get it, and then migrate it over to its own, static site, its own site, away from WordPress. So we won't be on WordPress for too much longer once everything is up and done. That will kind of correspond with the Merkabah Scholar Society app as well. So I'm trying to get all that around the same time. So it'll be a huge change on both parts. But mainly so for Merkabah Academy, you guys will see a huge change on that site and some updates and some all those issues fixed. So stay tuned for that. But they finally did get back to us with the fix for those issues. And you guys will see that being taken care of pretty soon. So again, that was the only wait for Merkabah Academy. People said I abandoned Merkabah Academy and I'm only focused on Merkabah Scholar Society. I told you guys in the beginning that's not true. So it just was, like I said, I broke all that down and explained what that was about. Everybody who came to the Scholar Society understood what took place. Like I said, I drew the line, and the people who crossed the line with me and understood what needed to be done and what was going on. So that's the difference. There will still be stuff on Merkabah Academy, but it will not be as deep in intel as Scholar Society. Just, still will be cool stuff on there. And what's going on? Yeah, Scorpion King is being recorded. So this was a 3 hour meeting. It was actually longer than 3 hours. So you guys will get the video tomorrow. So you guys get the video. It'll probably be in 2 parts. But you'll get the video because there's a lot of cool stuff. And it was a good meeting, a lot of information. So I want to make sure you guys get that video for the meeting so everybody will get it. Love you too. Appreciate it. Yeah, so that's just the fear everybody has right now, this mass deportation and everything that Trump promised. I'm gonna tell you this: if he starts to work on what he's promised in the beginning, once he takes office day one, which we're talking about, um, January, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's going to be crazy. People talking crazy, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. He there's one as West Coast. We got a worker shortage, man. We got a worker shortage. It's not enough workers. People don't want to go to work no more. We know all the people working as as much as possible. So we'll see what happens. Candace Owens is a puppet. Don't even listen to that woman. Yeah, it's one of those people mix in some good stuff with controversial stuff, but you can see the agenda is not hard. Yeah, deep breath. You definitely gonna need that, buddy. Angel, yeah. Once you get the acceptance and everything, you good to go. There's no need to sign up. Just wait for the app to release, and you're gonna be good. Then once you get the app, you straight. Don't worry about the register for Merkabah Academy thing. The app is gonna fix all those problems. So just make sure you got all the emails, you got the calendar, and you should be straight. A series on astrotheology. I mean, I kind of get into astrotheology in a few videos, but we'll see, maybe. So, and Blood, if you're in a society, then the second video will help you with that. And that little 7-minute video will help you. So you should be able to create a business account. If not, then in the second video, you'll see the alternative. You can just follow the steps in the second video where you can go and create a business account, and then you don't have to use your same Facebook. You can create a totally new Facebook. So that's the route I've been telling people to take. One, because it's just keep it about the business. But a lot of people, they can't create a business account for whatever reason. But follow those steps in the second video and you straight. Excuse me. Before it gets really crazy. 2027. 2027 is, a lot's going to happen up until that time. But 2027 is when shit's going to not be good here. Trust me. Yeah, the 7-minute video is the workaround, more so for Amazon, but it's the second video. The second video, Amazon video. That's the one you gotta look at. The 7-minute video is only for like if you had a problem with your Amazon affiliate account and they basically took it down. I'll show you how to get around that. But the second video for the Amazon affiliate course, that'll fix your issue with the business page. Yeah, that's the goal, D Griff. I'm gonna help you get there, bro. That's what it's all about. But yeah, so for the Merkabah Academy again, that was the wait for that. I sent a lot of comments and stuff about it. As I said, people had plenty of opportunities to get all that taken care of. Excuse me. But those who understood, like I said, came to the society. It's much better. But so I gave everybody a lot of opportunities to get in. Spam dudes are justice for Peanut. The fuck happened to Peanut? But so I talked about before. People was upset about the Amazon course, Shopify course, and it's basically what I was talking about in the personal economics course. So again, the people who got that course and followed it should be doing well right now, and you guys should be good to go. And you know, if you didn't follow that course, then you're not going to have uh, you have a problem following the new course. 2 and 7 is 9. 2027. We'll see. Is this the again? Remember, whenever we get a new president, it's always something crazy. There's major changes that occurs, and we've seen that. I talked about it in videos before. So we're going to look to see what's on the horizon, and what we see is war. War, trade issues, problem with the money system. Something is going to happen that's going to be major in the beginning of Trump's presidency. It's how it always usually goes. So we'll look for that. Any type of implements that he makes that's going to affect people. He already put out his policy already, so we know what those things are going to be. The biggest one, of course, is being immigration and him getting rid of a bunch of people with deportation and everything like they said day one. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm not surprised by anything that's going to come up and going to happen. And we'll see if Trump even makes it through his entire presidency. We'll see what happens. But it's a lot going on. Just remember, these people elected a convicted criminal who has so many sketchy things in his resume, crazy background, incited an insurrection, all kinds of stuff you can just put up there. And supposedly the people elected him. So again, as I said before, that's what they're going to use. Everything that's going to come out of that, they can put on him and just say, hey, you guys elected this dude. This is who you chose to lead you. So you got to accept what takes place. Yeah, people got so hyped for Trump, and they were shocked. And again, you got to just understand that this is just the media talking. We don't believe shit they say. But supposedly he had a huge turnout for the black male vote. So for some reason they're going to put that in people's head that black males turned out large for Trump for whatever reason. But that's out there now. But everybody was so hype and crazy, and we'll see that people act like they're really going to get a check day one. So we'll see. It's politics. Again, don't trust none of that bullshit. We'll see what happens. But we're expecting craziness. So we'll see. Yeah, Trump is fucking hilarious. He won a popular vote too, which we all knew that was going to happen. Popular dude, hilarious. He speaks his fucking mind. Trump is just playing the game, though, man. You already know. Playing the game, doing what he's supposed to do. Marcus, what's the deal? Yeah, like I said, I never expected her to win. Is you basically can consider a landslide. He won the electoral college by a lot. When you consider it to be a presidential election. I was shocked she won California. Trump won Pennsylvania. Usually whoever wins Pennsylvania wins the whole election. But, again, these are just numbers that CNN throws out there, what have you. You don't know. The shit was picked already. Like I said, I think she was put there as a means to bring more attention to Trump and what was going on. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If they want to call him the Antichrist, and remember, the Antichrist is supposed to be wounded, supposed to get wounded, and supposed to lose an eye. So we'll see if that happens with Trump. See what happens with this dude. Yeah, we don't even know if she won anything. Like I said, these numbers, these people just throw out there. I don't trust voting at all. Electoral college. I mean, the shit can be controlled. And nobody's never really going to know who won or what have you. I mean, all the other questions they ask you when you vote is what's really being. It's like a census. It's all bullshit. I was driving through. I didn't see too many long voting lines, so who knows? Excuse me. Clement, all right, my good brother, take it easy, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, it was crazy. The numbers were he hit 200 quick, according to them. It was just fast. It went exactly how I thought it would go. I didn't think she would get as close as she got towards the end, but that's usually how it goes. But I knew it was going to be a projected win for Trump at some point. Yeah, I mean, listen. Explain this to me. What the fuck is a they them? You talking about division? Are you serious? Kamala is for they them. I mean, they made to put these people in a whole different fucking category. They're not even human. They're they thems, and people voted for that. What the fuck is that? I mean, it's just crazy. Man, it's ridiculous. So propaganda is crazy. It's just they don't even really they don't really even explains what he did in that campaign and everything that went into all that. Most money ever spent in a presidential campaign, by the way, combined. But it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Bloodmoon, once you finish your site, just shoot me an email. Your .com, your site, whatever. I'll let you know. I'll let you know, what you might need to change or what to do, what's better. I'll give you guys critiques on all that. I'll let everybody know that before. Make sure you hit me up. Yeah, like I said, people who got in those lines, like I drove past a few polls, I didn't see no long lines anywhere. I don't know. I think a lot of people really actually stayed home and they piped it up. Notice how if you watch CNN, because I had CNN running, all they did they kept talking about long lines. They never showed them. Historically, usually when I see for presidential debates, they're there. You see the actual footage of those super long lines. They didn't show that on CNN. I didn't see no long lines. I didn't see no footage of long ass lines in different states. I think a lot of people already knew what was going to happen with this. Elon is instrumental in everything right now because one, if we just took serious the technology that this dude already has that he already basically put out there, and you guys got to remember, Elon has government military contracts, man. They put this dude in charge of like space stuff. So he's already in. You know the guy is in. You don't just put this guy in charge of the stuff they put him in charge of if he's not in. So you think about that. Yeah, the link is in the description for consultations, Angel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a few areas around the country that has some long lines. Mostly because of social media and people wanting to take pictures saying that they voted and post it and get the little sticker or what have you. I seen a bunch of people posting what stickers they made up said saying I did not vote. That was pretty cool. Yeah, like again, she didn't have a chance. It's rigged from the beginning. Um, but I think that what usually happens a lot of times when people feel like they're not going to win, they downplay it, they talk down about it because they feel like they're not going to get what they want, so they try to err on the side of the winner. There was so many women against Kamala that it was just crazy. Like she's way more qualified than Hillary Clinton was. What the fuck did Hillary Clinton do? Kamala, whatever you want to say about her, this woman has been through the ringer. She's been through the system, criminal system, and she really worked her way up. However you want to say it's tough. You know, her being a woman and everything she had to do, and then everywhere she turned, it's like, you know, sexual, you know, annotations there, and all this, you know, accusing her of doing certain things to get ahead and all that. Who knows? But I think she took the platform. It was really knowledgeable about a lot of stuff. But if we're serious about a presidential election, I think she messed up the minute she brought out Megan Thee Stallion in the beginning of the campaign. Then she messed up by saying she wouldn't change anything about Biden's presidency. That was dumb. Then she didn't run on what people was mainly concerned about. She ran on like local, like what people look at as personal stuff. Oh, you know, you can't afford groceries, I'm going to fix that. And then some people will say, well, you need to work hard and make more money, you can afford groceries. Or you can get welfare food stamps. People was looking at it that way. Whereas Trump was like, no, this is a larger problem that we got to fix economically. We need a new system and something got to change. And but that was just to make it look the way it looked. Like we know the agenda is already set. So entertainment, yeah. No, she didn't have the sisters behind her. They was talking down, and you know, like I said, it's a look. The Megan Thee Stallion thing was bad, and then I don't understand why she let people attacked her blackness, which was fucking stupid. It's just I don't understand that part. People attacked it. She addressed it before she even ran for president. Before she became vice president, she addressed that years ago. So I don't understand. You can look at the woman clearly; she's a black woman. So it was there to address. So a lot of stupid people got hung up on that, as if she was trying to play black. But you look at her history, her parents marched with King. Her parents was at Selma. I mean, they did their part, and she did too. So that was another thing. And again, rigged from the start. You know, Trump was going to get in there. Biden being his age, nobody gave a shit about Biden. Everybody knew Biden had to be out of there. Biden running the election against Trump would have been so boring. Now you bring in Kamala, doesn't matter anyway, Trump's going to get the win. It made everything a lot more exciting, a lot more stuff to talk about. She had to eat that. So it is what it is. Yeah, Beyonce too, all that shit. What you mean she's not black, she's Indian? She's black. Indian is black. It's African. It's the same thing. What you mean she's not black? If you're Indian, you're black. It's the same shit. Yeah, Cardi B was up there ghetto as hell. Her point was to the point though. You know, it's tough for black women. She was just speaking on some women power shit. But yeah, her being up there did not help. And that's how people looked at it. Like, yeah, and that's another thing. Like she didn't say what people wanted to hear, but that was by design. It was so people can look at it later on and justify her not winning. There's a bunch of things I can pick apart about her campaign and everything like that. The one thing I will not address and talk about because it's stupid is the racial part of it. Like, it's dumb. Just because of what she came out and one, look at what she did in college. Look at her parents' history. And look at what she did, you know, coming up. So, I mean, she went on the Breakfast Club and said, "I'm black. I identify as black. I was born black." And in college, she did marches and protests and everything for voting rights and a lot of issues that black people had to face. Her parents did the same. So to say she's not black or to question her blackness is just adding to this presidential political bullshit. To try to create some separation where that's the last thing we should be talking about. You know damn well if she wasn't running for president, everybody would look at her as being a black woman, regardless. Like, come on. It's just because of the presidency, the election, everybody want to attack that on some dumb shit. It's not even relevant. It was just to create divisiveness and have something else to talk about. What I was concerned about was everything that she said. She said all the wrong shit. I mean, it just was wrong. A lot of things she talked about, so. Yeah, and that was what some people were saying was like, how can y'all question her blackness when she comes from Indian background, but she's more black than Obama. Obama's black; he's half white, but Obama's the first black president, and black, and then the dude is half white. Like he's more white than she is. Yeah, they bet on people bet on the election here in Vegas. Oh yeah, AMB. So I gotta send you a link. I gotta send you links about that because it's you have to go through certain people to have that. They won't let us ship it over there. There's some people you got to go through to have it. I can ship it, but it's a company I have to use to ship it. So I got to send you the email for that because there's some stuff you got to do on your part. But I'll get you that email soon. Dude, Indian is black. Like, what are you talking about? White people say Indian is black. You ever been to India? They're black as hell over there. So one, you go to the north, you're going to see more light because they was mixed in with the Aryans, but they still brown skin. But the deeper you go into India, the darker they get. They're black. It's like, what's wrong with people? Indian is black. Yeah, I mean, please. Like, if people kill me with that shit. Don't pick at one person's policy and the stuff they did in the past when all this shit that's been going on politically that these people that's already in power, still in power, has been doing for years. It's the same shit. Like, that's just to keep people arguing. Oh, she did this to this people. She did. Go back and look at what so many of these politicians that's in power have done and voted on. And the thing is, we don't get to know a lot of these people names because they're hiding in as congressmen and councilmen. They're not running for higher seats, so all the trash and their history don't come out until they run for a higher office. But it's the same thing. That woman and she hasn't done nothing that other politicians hasn't done. Plain and simple. She voted on and did the same shit that politicians been doing for years. People just calling her out on it now because she ran for president. You can call out every single person that's in Congress right now and the senators for doing the same shit that she did in the past. It don't matter anyway. You can pick and choose and argue about what you want. She wasn't going to win in the first place. It wasn't because she was married to a white person or because she did this. None of that shit mattered. It was just stuff for you to argue about. It was in play anyway. Trump was going to win regardless. That's just stuff that you can use now to justify why she didn't win. And that's what people was doing. She was never going to win in the first place. She was there to make the election uh, more, let's just say, better because nobody wanted to listen to Biden talk. He can't hold a conversation. He can't speak well. What Biden was showing was clearly there's an issue with the Democratic Party to make this guy the nomination. And then they had a better idea, hey, let's make Kamala the nomination because it's more stuff to talk about. They're going to be more hype about her color. They're going to be more hype about she's married to a white dude. They're going to be more hype about her record. And that's what everybody was doing. You mean to tell me, I said this before, you mean to tell me out of the entire Democratic Party, she was the only person who wanted to be president? This is the nomination? Because you vet a presidential candidate as a Democratic Party. And everything that y'all talking about, they knew already. So why would you choose her? Why would you let her go as the nomination? This is something even Cardi B said. This is something that so many people who got a political mind said ahead of time. Why is she the nomination? And then we had to eat that shit and ride with her because, it is what it is. She's the nomination. But you got to look at it as a Democratic Party. It's the dumbest of really? They pick her. It don't make sense. That's how you know it's all bullshit. Because stupid people designated Indian as being a race. They're black. They're African. You're just India. It's just that from that part of the world where you come from. That's Indian. It's black. Do you know where these people come from? One, you have to understand the history of how these people even got over there. Coming from the Indus Valley, the Andaman people who are clearly black. If you go to India yourself, you'll see how dark their skin. Just Google the shit. Google it, and you'll see black. So what is classified as being black is the melanin, the dark skin. Are Indian people white? Enough said. So the argument is stupid. Yeah, J.D. Vance is crazy. I talked about him before. People stupid. The crime bill, exactly. I mean, and again, as I said before, people knew that Kamala was his vice president, right? You also knew his age, right? They knew her record back then. They was talking about this stuff when she was the nomination for vice president. Same stuff. So what are we talking about here? People are just stupid. Like, people are so dumb and just want to argue. Don't even know what the fuck they talking about. What are we talking about here? She's the vice president. Everything y'all talking about now was known. Vice presidents are vetted. And that's through a full presidential campaign with Biden, right? So they knew all this stuff already. And it was cool with, if Biden died, she would be the president. If something happened to Biden, she would be the president. So the same stuff people bitching and complaining about with her running for president, you should have been doing the same thing with her being the vice president. But they wasn't. It's stupid shit. I got you, A and B scores. Yeah, Jacob, I was saying that shit. I was just talking to my cousin saying that earlier. I know she's glad it's over. I know she's glad it's over. That, man, that they put her through the ringer, man. A lot of personal stuff come out of that. That's a tough woman. That takes a lot to go through that and every little thing. I mean, it was bringing up just old videos of her just out. I mean, just, you never think videos of you out hanging out with people would come back and people would just insinuate that you was being a hoe because you was out with men. Like, it's just dumb shit. Like, people just stupid. Again, all this stuff was known during her vice presidency when Biden was running before. Everything about her was already known. It's already out there. It's already public record. We already knew what was going on with her then. And people were still comfortable enough to vote for Biden, knowing she could possibly become the president. And then before Biden stepped down, the same shit was there. Everybody knew. People didn't think she would run for president. They were still cool with it. They wasn't talking about it. They were talking about Biden. And it was upset with Biden. And then now, once she ran and became the nomination, which again, as I said, is suspect. And now everybody want to talk about her issue. Oh, she's going to be the president. Well, y'all was cool with her being the president before. Yeah, I was hype about the Dodgers. I was I had my Dodgers stuff on like all week. I just thought the Yankees would put up a better fight. Um, don't get me wrong. I kind of wanted the Yankees to win, to be honest. I wanted to see Judge and Stan because Dodgers just won with 2020. But I wanted to see you know Judge and Stanton get their ring. They fought hard. They've been through a lot. I wanted to see them win, but of course I'm gonna be happy because I'm a big Dodgers fan as well. But I was happy about the Dodgers winning. I knew they was gonna win because of Shohei. All the attention, everything with Shohei and I forget the pitcher name. I knew they was gonna win that shit. So yeah, Marcus, I talked about the app in the last video. I talked about it in the meeting too. So you guys, I showed you guys the screenshot. It's in review. So as I said, we just doing it step by step because I'm learning from what happened the last time. Usually when Apple denies you, they don't really tell you everything about why it's being denied and what the issue really is. So we getting approved on a step by step basis. That way we know if something get denied, we know what the issue was and we can fix it. So we're just updating and updating, and it's getting approved. And approved. The app has already been approved. What they're doing now is just approving the changes that we're making, which is basically the updates that we're making. So once that's done and complete, the app will release, which should be pretty soon. So I'm trying to have it all correspond with the update of Merkabah Academy, so all that can be one, so I can integrate certain things into Merkabah Academy for Merkabah Scholar Society, and there won't be no issues. So it's coming. Yeah, crypto started already, super quick. India is South Asian. And do you know who Dr. Jun Lee is? Google Dr. Jun Lee. Google Dr. Keith Chang. Dr. Jun Lee is the geneticist, the leading geneticist in China, right? Dr. Jun Lee is the one who did the research on Asian Homo erectus to try to prove that Chinese people evolved differently from everybody else. What did Dr. Jun Lee prove in his research? That all Chinese people, Asians, come from where? Africa. Google San people, S-A-N. San people, South Africa. And look at the pictures. That's in South Africa. They look Chinese, but they're in South Africa. Same thing. Google Mani, M-A-N-I, Mani, Thailand, M-A-N-I, Thailand. Those are the indigenous people of Thailand, what they look like. They're black, they're dark skinned with afros. People think they know what they're talking about. You sound dumb as shit. Indians are South Asia. What the fuck does that mean? They're dark skinned, they're melanated. They're black. Fucking idiots. No, Indians are not Aryans. Aryans came in and mixed in with the Indians, with the Indus Valley people. They're not Aryan, they mixed in. That's why you have the northern part of India being lighter, but even still, they're brown skin. They're lighter because the Aryans mixed in with those people. You go down the south, the Dravidians. That's why we have a whole caste system that separates the dark skin from the light people. What the fuck is wrong with people? Google shit. No, melanin alone does not make one, because white people have melanin too. But what are white folks? They're a mutation of African people. They're mutants. This is, are you serious? Again, Dr. Keith Chang. Google Dr. Keith Chang and look at the video on zebrafish. What was proven, right? That white people or light-skinned people are mutants of Africans. Mutation. It's proven already. It's been 3-4 TED Talks on this. Y'all late. It don't matter anyway. What the fuck cares about black and white? It don't matter. None of that has nothing to do with no presidential. Yeah, exactly. People slow as shit. Dave, what's the deal? You can say Like what the hell, people? It's been this separation for a long time, but the truth has been out for a long time. It's people who don't want to see the truth or do any damn research. They're speaking from complete ignorance. The research has been done. There's no longer debate, which is why TED Talks have put out multiple TED Talks on this, because the debate been over for years. We have the mutation. There's no more debate about this. We have it. You can come up with any type of situation you want and think whatever you want. We have the proof. There's no denying it. It's completely proven research that can't be denied due to the simple fact that we have the actual mutation. We had it. So if you can say what you want based on your ignorance and racism, but it's proven already. White people are a mutation of African people. This is where you get oculocutaneous OCA albinism from. Plain and simple. Every race carries OCA. Africans are the only race to carry every single trait of OCA because we are patient zero. We are the originators of it. OCA is what? Hereditary, meaning what? Africans are mommy and daddy. Just that simple. Vitiligo is a trait of that mutation, which is why you see dark skin turn white. You never seen white skin turn dark. It just takes let me see. Yeah, it just takes a little bit of research, man. Because people choose ignorance and then try to make jokes and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. No, damn well you ain't do no research, but want to try to make jokes. You ain't looked up shit. You look at the woman clear as day, like her skin color is clear as day. If she didn't tell you that her parents was Indian, you wouldn't mark her as Indian. You would mark her as a black woman. Clear as day. You look at her, you would see black woman. You would mark her as that. Especially when you look at some of her older photos when she was younger. It's just ignorance. It's clear as day. If she wasn't in a political seat, and she was running on something else or doing anything else, and she dressed like a person from the hood, y'all would call her a sister. She was a black woman. They won't say nothing about no Indian. They only saying shit about Indian because she came out and mentioned it and showed who her parents was. Which, again, black. Her dad is black. Yeah, she was bad when she was younger. Yeah, it's just this is stuff that's been proven a long time ago, man. It's just you just got to do the research on that. And again, TED has multiple videos. I showed you guys all this stuff before. TED has multiple videos on this because the information has been coming out a lot more. A lot more people have been speaking up about it, so they had to make it clear, what's going on and what that's about. Excuse me. One, because they want that unity. You see the whole agenda pushing the black and white unity and everything like that. That's what they want. Oh, I think it's going to get good for a while. As I said, Trump is going to make shit banging. He's going to fix a lot of stuff. It's going to be that way. Things are going to be good for a while and then it's going to fall. That's just how it goes. It's what's coming. So in the beginning, as I said, man, just look for the right things to invest in, which is going to be easy to do now, especially since Trump is really going to be a champion for crypto. We'll see. I think it's going to do a lot. But in the back of my mind, I think he's going to get assassinated. I think that's going to happen. And people are going to point to the Federal Reserve on that. But it's going to be too late because whatever he puts in place is going to be in place. And again, the Federal Reserve and all these guys is just switching over. It's still the same people. They're still the same bankers. It's the same people. They're just switching over and hide behind this crypto stuff, but it's going to be the same people. No, it's only going to be hell right now because we got war coming. War always brings hell, and again, China entering any war is not good for any of us. Trade is going to be a problem, so they put a band-aid on what's to come. If you pay attention, it's a band-aid on it. They're going to have to rip it off, and it's going to be what it's going to be. But again, Brexit is not fixed. Brexit is still going to be an issue. Us having issues with China and trade is a fucking issue. It's coming. You can the writings on the wall. You can see what's going to happen. And as I said before, again, it's going to come down to a CBDC, but then the main thing is going to be a gold and silver backed CBDC, which is going to raise gold prices and silver prices super high, and that's where you want to be at and be looking for investing in moving forward. The Simpsons predicted it. Yeah. War is next, man. And that's what's coming. So war and everything that comes with that is what's next. It's just to be paying attention, then you see the writings on the wall. Again, as I said, something always happened huge in the beginning of a new president's, campaign, presidency, I should say, and that's what's coming. We're going to have some issues with that. Possibly another pandemic. Yeah, that's what's on the horizon. It's going to get bad, but then it's going to get good, and then it's going to get really bad, and then it's going to get really good. It's just what's coming. Michael J. White, really? Why y'all coming on here putting messages that's going to be restricted? Like, go to fuck somewhere else with that bullshit. The God particle, what's the deal? Yeah, I was just talking about that before. So again, I was waiting on WordPress to fix the issue, which they finally fixed. So now we can implement the changes that we want to do with Merkabah Academy. So as I said, you guys will see a huge update with that site coming soon. And then everything that's supposed to go on here, all the courses, all the gaming and everything like that, all that stuff is going to be updated and fixed. I had to wait for WordPress because we couldn't change the code we needed to change to fix the problem. They only have access to that. They wouldn't give us access, so we had to wait on them. But now we're good to go, and we're going to move forward with that. As I said, I wanted to correspond with the app being released for Merkabah Scholar Society because it's a whole section that's going to be on Merkabah Academy for Merkabah Scholar Society as well as the app. So everything is going to come out around the same time. But again, Merkabah Academy is good to go. Yeah, so there's a lot of people who scared, man. I seen a lot of messages and people who what's going to happen? We're going to be slaves tomorrow. A lot of crazy shit. Cat, what's the deal? A lot of crazy shit. A lot of people worried. I mean, what can you be worried about? The economy. Trump's first presidency was good. He did stuff to actually help black people more than Obama did. And then what he ran on, if he does this, which we know that's the agenda, it's going to be great because again, our issue we got to first of all this war got to get done and over with. The trade issue has to be done, and then the biggest one of all, the debt. That shit has to get fixed. The money situation has to get fixed, and that'll fix everything else. You see what's happening with Israel, and we know that's going to be a problem. And then anybody that's coming out of any type of war, trying to fix stuff to move forward, is not going to want to deal with anything in the past. And that being the dollar, being the world reserve currency, that has to change. All these central banks have to go. All this stuff that we see is the problem has to go, and it's going to be a lot for that to happen. So this is going to be the start of it, and we'll see what happens. So I expect a lot of huge things down the line. What about magnets? Magnets are powerful. You use them right. Yeah. And that's, order out of chaos. Remember, that's the whole agenda. Order out of chaos. Chaos has to happen, has to ensue. And then there'll be order. War and peace. If you understand. Think about the Sith. Star Wars. Huge war. So they can have peace. It has to go that way sometimes. It's balance. Bringing balance to the force, if you understand. So yeah, it's a lot of craziness coming, and it's going to be for a much better future, to be honest. It's hard for people to accept, to understand right now. But what's going to come out of it all is where we want to be at. Trust me on this. Just got to be smart and get ahead of it, and don't suffer the way a lot of people will, because they stupid and they don't believe in shit. As far as what we talk about consciously, get in, get the money, put it in the right place, get out when everything falls, and then at least you'll be sitting pretty, not having to suffer with the rest of these fools, depending on what choices you make. Yeah, it's just people scared, man. They don't want to accept none of this stuff, and the writing's on the wall. I mean, they've been showing you, telling you what's coming, what they're going to do. It's right there. So, okay. Excuse me. Let me see. Yeah, Marcus, I'll do consultations, but it's probably going to only be for the first couple weeks of December. So yeah, link is in the description for consultation. I already told people make sure you book it up. November is being booked up like crazy, so I recommend people grab December if you want to get December. I'm probably only going to do the first couple weeks, so if you book within that, you're good to go. And again, remember, like the calendar, all the days that's available are not all available. If you book a day and it's not available, because I let people book customized bookings, so customized date and times. Outside of the calendar. So if you book and you don't get an email saying to rebook, then you're good to go. Because you'll probably get an email if that date and time is taken to rebook on a different date and time. So yeah. Yeah, I got tattoos. Yeah, link is in the description for Merkabah Scholar Society. So again, if you guys still got time, then once the app drop, that's it. It's a wrap. Yeah, this meeting we just had was all that. So if you was in it, you already know what we talked about. Dope, cool shit. So even though it was 3 hours, but it was a dope 3 hours. So you guys will get that video to people that's in the society. But like I said, man. Don't come crying later on. When it's all said and done, don't come crying later on. When you're out, you're out. It's not going to be, you're going to want to be in to get this information. Trust me. Rare earth magnet. If you have the opportunity, yeah, I might actually have a couple of those. It's in the description of this video. So if you click out of it, go to the description, you'll see it, the links. And it's in a link to my last video. So if not, just go to YouTube, go to my last video I posted, look in the description. You'll also see all the links there as well. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm obsessed with skulls. So I have a huge skull tattoo. My shoulder is a skull right here. Let me see. Yeah, so yeah, people thought that I left. Somebody said that if you paid for Merkabah Academy, then it's now worthless. And I took huge offense to that shit. Like, you mean worthless? Like, you got 90 videos that came with that. If you try to buy all the videos that came with Merkabah Academy, it's going to cost you over $2,000. And you got it for a fraction of that. So I don't consider it worthless. Not to mention everything that came with it. But again, like I said, it was only on the back burner until WordPress did their job. And that was the only reason for the delay. So by no means have I put too much work into Merkabah Academy to ever abandon it. It's just it had to sit where it sit. There was no point in putting any effort into it, knowing that it wasn't going to work until we got the fix. So that was the only holdup. Yeah, that's the only holdup with it. But you'll see, you guys will see the changes. Like I put too much time into Merkabah Academy. It's a lot going to go into it. It'll reach its full potential for sure. Because one, you see the app is not available no more for Merkabah Academy because we're switching it all up. So the Merkabah Academy app is already good. It's approved. All I got to do is put it back up there. But we got to make the changes first, and then that new app will be up there. And I'm not even going to try with Apple anymore because Apple keep denying it. But what I'm going to probably have to do is take out some things, get it approved, and then put it back in. That's my plan. Besides Dubai, I don't know. It's Switzerland, if you can afford it. Switzerland probably be good. A lot of remote countries, probably some places in Africa probably be safe where it's not so developed. I just recommend not being in any major city if you can help it. Being outside and no major towns or major cities, you'll probably be okay. Again, it just depends on how crazy it get with these people, how much they're going to fight and rebel against what's going to take place, and I expect that to be huge. You got to remember, we're in a minority. That's what I call us, minorities. This country is full of white folks. There's a lot of white folks here, and they're going to be pissed. They're already pissed now. And a lot of people say Trump had to win. Damn, if Trump didn't win, they was already talking about disrupting the inauguration for Kamala if she won. They was already talking about destroying that thing. So we're talking about people who is willing to go and defy the military and police over a presidential campaign or a presidential win or what have you. So let's say hypothetically Trump gets assassinated and they try to blame it on some type of political shit or what have you, and some type of issue happens with the next president, who knows, whatever it's going to lead to it. But they're already expecting it to be some type of insurrection or craziness down in Washington. But if you go down there now, that shit is all gated up. No, Canada is crown colony. Britain own that thing. It's going to be probably in Canada as well. And one, I appreciate you. Yeah, it just like it just depends on what they're going to do. Like what's the direction they're going to go to cause all this. And to me, I think it's going to be the fall of the economy, and we'll see. Again, don't forget, we had the hacking situation already. Hacking happened. We have the issue with the banks, where people waking up and it's $0 in their bank because of hacking or whatever the situation they pertained to. And then trade, importing. So Trump talking about putting all this money on anybody that's importing from China, the tariffs and the taxes and everything being super high. Think about that. Think about that. That's big. So if we have any type of shortage and you trying to import from China, it's going to cost you a shitload of money. Which is why I told you guys ahead of time to get shit now. Put it away. Stockpile now. Start now. Just to be safe. What is it going to cost you? It's not going to be no harm, no foul. You're still going to be using the stuff later on. It's better to now slowly start to stockpile, keep it quiet, and start putting shit up just in case. And get a whole head start. Yeah, and that's the video is getting there. It's getting there. Like I said, adding stuff to it. It's just I'm editing that, and also the biblical Bible series videos. It's going to be like kind of a connection with those, which is why it's taking so long. So you guys will see what I'm talking about. Then there's multiple videos for the Gnostic video, so that's the hold up on that. Beans and smoked turkey. The Lord over all the earth, not in control. Right. Am I already? No damn Freemason of Skull and Bones. Are you serious? Nope. Yeah, I have a lot of Freemason friends, but no, I've never been one. Never will be. Stock up on beans and smoked turkey. Yeah, and stock up, man. I just recommend it. I just think people, you got to be smart. Like I stocked up a long time ago. A lot of shit ready to go, but I don't. That's if I get stuck here somehow, some way. But I will not be in this country. I'm already, like I said, the writing's on the wall. I can already see what's going to be happening ahead of time, and I'm going to get out way early, and I'll be seeing you guys from wherever I'm at. Because I'm not staying for this shit. It's a shame that a lot of people that's conscious going to have to suffer because people are stupid. It's messed up. Which is why I created society to give you guys a heads up and a leg up, and an opportunity to make enough money to do whatever you need to do, and to be sitting pretty while this whole thing unfolds, and coming out on the other side smelling like roses with a shitload of money in your pocket. That's the point. Because they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to come out prepared. A lot of people are going to make money off this. People who know. It already happened with Corona. Trying to tell people then. Yeah, like I had got the heads up way early. I had an opportunity to be in Sweden when it was going down, but I chose to stay here. But yeah, people more concerned about uh, Trump policy, but it's nothing to be concerned about with that. He made it really clear about what his politics is on that, and everything that he's doing or going to do is going to be geared more towards crypto. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, Sweden is cold in the north. North of Sweden is cold, but south of Sweden is like East Coast weather. You got a winter and a summer. Market's going to go up. Yeah, I'm in a hotel, so there's people outside in the hallway. That's my from childhood. Yeah, baby. My grandma gave me that name Wu, which I didn't even get into that whole thing personal. But yeah, my grandma gave me that. So everybody who's family who knows me from growing up, knows me as Wu. Nobody calls me Anthony. Everybody calls me Wu. Wu is just what I go by, what people know me by, mostly. Some ants here and there, or Grant, my last name. That's all military people. So I know who is who based upon what they call me. Jeremy, what up? Yeah, exactly. When I saw that, I mean, first of all, I was pissed because it's the Staples. I lived in LA. I love LA. Many games at the Staples Center. For them to change it to crypto, come on, man. Crypto.com arena? Are you serious? Talk about the writing on the fucking wall. Like, come on, man. They tell you where we're headed. Crypto.com arena is going to be a celebration of what crypto is to get ready to do. And it's going to be huge, and it's going to be good, and it's going to work, and they're going to pull a rug. And I think they're going to pull a rug, and then it's going to be backed by gold and silver. I don't think it's going to be like that immediately. I think it's going to go south, and then they're going to have to back it by gold and silver. Tito. Yeah. Yeah. What's on the recommended crypto wallet? I mean, Bitcoin is trading dumb high. Not too people can afford that. But you guys see, there is XRP, of course, and some of these stocks is going to be good to trade in. But like I said, we already see it's already going up. I recommend getting into some of these top stocks now because they're going to all go up. It's all going to happen, especially once he gets in. And, we have the inauguration and all that, and he starts making policy day one. So January we're going to see huge, and that's first quarter, so it all makes sense anyway. First quarter stocks is going to be fucking ridiculous. So right now you got some time. You might as well say 2 months almost to really build up. Yeah, that's the goal. I hope that shit get to 1,000. Yeah, I got it. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. So, and I tell people, man, just make sure you're comfortable with losing that money just in case. No, Rasul, I won't get into accounting now because of AI. You don't need accounts is going to be it's going to be extinct. AI is going to take over those fields of accounting because as good as you can be an accountant, your brain is not on the level of an AI, the software. So accounting is not good right now. And a lot of people is going to want to be able to use AI because they don't have to worry about nobody stealing their damn money. So yeah, AI is taking over a lot. So it's only some jobs is going to be AI drone and robot proof. You know what I'm saying? So accounting is definitely going to be gone. But unless you're a cook, a barber, cooking is going to be gone too. But people just like that human hand and human touch of the chef. It's something about that. I think it's going to be a luxury down the line in years to come to have an actually human chef, where they're going to have machines doing everything else. Oh, the Eagles, man. I'm not worried about the Eagles. I'm worried about our coach. That's the only thing the Eagles are worried about. We got to worry about fucking Sirianni making these dumbass decisions. That was a blowout game, 22-0, and then we almost lost it because he wanted to freaking keep going for it on fourth down. Just keep the goddamn ball. So I would be more worried about Sirianni than anything else. So, but it's I don't worry about them too much. About law enforcement, yeah, we're gonna be controlled by goddamn robot dogs and and robots soon. They already put the bug out there with everything that's happening with the racist cops. So what would be more better than getting rid of racist people cops and putting robots out there who are not going to discriminate between color, supposedly. But yeah, it don't even matter, man. It's about law enforcement. It's taking orders just like the rest of these people. So all that stuff is coming from the top. So whatever the agenda is at the top, it don't matter who's enforcing the law. We're gonna have to deal with it. Every movie you saw, man, all the movie AI and all the movies about robots, all that shit, Terminator, they're telling you what's coming. They're telling you that. I mean, if you look at the freaking in Terminator, them having the robots policing people. I mean, what are you going to do against that? That's the future right there. They're telling you what's going to happen. I mean, you're going to have to be on the up and up. This criminal activity is going to be done unless you're in some type of underground society where you're going to be living underground away from all this above ground technology. No type of criminal activity is going to exist soon, especially once all this digital currency gets implemented and they can basically track everything you buy. And if digital currency becomes the money, what you have to have to live in a society where you're trading. That's the only way you need to make money, because using digital currency to buy something illegal is going to be recorded, so it's not going to get done. No medical coding, no. AI is going to take that over. Medical coding, building, all that stuff is going to get AI. All that shit, all that computer shit is going to be taken over. Jacob, you crazy. Racist robot dogs. Remember, it's all that's going to be like, it doesn't matter, man. The agenda is set. Whatever they want to be is going to be. We just got to deal with it, man. It's the best thing is going to be setting yourself up for success, and you don't got to deal with any bullshit. All that stuff is always a trickle down on the peasant society, lower class, middle class, or what have you. You want to be above all that and just put yourself in a better position where you don't have to be subject to a lot of the stuff that's going to happen to people. Um, and that's having money. It's lots of stuff you don't got to deal with when you got it. But not everybody's gonna be able to do that. A lot of people just think the shit is a joke. People don't really care what's happening. It is what it is. Until you suffering and in pain, that's when people really start to pay attention. And by then it's too late. So the people who are smart enough now to get ahead of it are doing that. Everybody else is just think it's a game. We'll see what happens. There ain't no worries, man. Listen, I don't think people understand. Like, AI is going to take over everything. The fact that, and then they're not even fucking mentioning quantum computers. AI is going to take over everything, and then quantum computers is just going to boost its fucking power. Like, people don't even understand like what we talk. It's ridiculous what's coming or what the stuff is going to be able to do. Elon Musk introducing the robot, and then a new Tesla vehicle with no steering wheel that's coming. The Tesla taxis. It's going to take over everything. Everything's going to get taken over. All that shit is going to be gone. Uber is going to be done. Taxi cabs is going to be fucking gone. At one point, it won't be any more human drivers. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be some people who still want to choose to have a human driver, but after a while, you're not going to have a choice. They're going to make it policy. They're going to make it law, and that's what changes everything. So, a reshaping of the minds must happen, man. Like, they got to really start putting our minds towards this incoming future to get people more comfortable with it. That's how it usually works. And then people will slowly get more comfortable with us giving up so much freedom. But if it goes right, then it's a little more comfortable. Because having these autonomous vehicles to where it's impossible to crash is just way better. But at the same time, they control these vehicles. So you got a warrant, you get in your car just brings you straight to jail. Straight to that's crazy. Like we don't realize how free we are right now, and we're not even as free as we used to be. But think about you doing anything wrong or something happened or them wanting to see you where they can just lock you in your car, and then your car drives you to prison. It's something to think about, man. Oh, gaming is about to be crazy. Yeah, VR is about to be ridiculous, man. Trust me. Ready Player One, exactly. But it's a lot to think about, man. It's a lot of freedom and shit you got to give up for all that. It's a lot of freedom, man. So the mindset is going to have to be different. The economy is going to have to be different. And if they wanted to segue comfortably, they're going to have to make that happen that way. But people are going to fight. They're going to fight like fucking hell if it's not done correctly. And I don't expect it to be. Yeah, exactly. And then say it was an accident, Jacob. Hack your car, drive you off a cliff, and say, oh, well, the car malfunctioned. It's an accident. Oh, well, you're dead. So, yeah, it's a lot to think about with that whole shit. But they'll put it in a mindset of a society of people that's going to accept it, and the programming is going to make that happen. So, me personally, I don't trust that shit. Anubis, what's the deal? Marcus, no, they don't have to. They don't even have to do that. They can do it naturally. Trust me, powers that be, they can do it naturally. They found a way a long time ago. But that's just going to be a new human experience, merging with this AI. I mean, we've already seen it with VR and AR. VR is getting crazier, but eventually it's going to be something like that. I mean, imagine merging your consciousness into a machine, merging your consciousness into a computer, and doing whatever in that computer world. In that aspect, it would be like the dream world, where your body is somewhere asleep, and then you're in the dream world, and everything is crazy cattywampus. Imagine that on the physical, where you're in the machine, and your body is just sitting there, but your consciousness is in this whole cyber world, doing whatever, but you're experiencing it on a conscious level. So that is what they want. It's a new experience, and that's where we got to go to. That's what it's about. I talked about this before. Good, man. Yeah, Anubis, I was talking about in the meeting. You'll get the video. We're going to start doing. Me and you talked about this at our meeting. I'm going to start doing the European meetings for everybody that's in Europe, for all my followers in Europe. So for the society, we're going to have multiple meetings. So I'll do meetings for everybody that's just, all my England people and my people that's in Schengen zone, Swedish as well. So we'll start doing European meetings. So it'll be better for your guys' time schedule. So we'll do that. Anybody can jump in the meeting if they want to be up that late, but I'm going to make sure I do, because there's a lot of Europeans in the society, Merkabah Scholar Society, a lot of people in Europe, a lot of people in Africa. So I want to do something different so you guys won't be missing meetings so much. Oh yeah, transhumanism. That's the word they got for it. But you guys got to understand, like, when we talk about this in the society, it's deeper. It's deeper. It's a different experience. This is going to be crazy. To imagine being in a dream world, or the dream world, but you're conscious, and everything that entails, everything that you can do, fly in air, lift up a car, whatever you want. But it's all induced by this AI technology, and you being in this, basically again, Ready Player One type situation. Excuse me. Yeah, we got a bunch of people in Africa that's in the group. South Africa, Benin, Sierra Leone, a few people. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's gonna, what effects would that have on people mentally? It'll be a disconnect from the material, but it just depends on how real the simulation is, how they make it, which I think is going to be, again, the Matrix, giving you that. The Matrix opened up that door, man, that big, huge implication box in that first movie, and you can see the direction it was going then, just you understanding how that stuff could possibly work. And it could also be a huge, ease, a huge learning situation, that to where you need to get training for a job. You just put on a freaking helmet and boom, that shit is beamed into your brain, and now you can do the job. You want to learn a different language, beamed into your brain, now you know a different language. You know all languages now. Like, it's good. It's pluses and minuses. It's pluses and minuses. It's not going to be as bad as people think it is. South Sudan, yes, a lot of people in Africa in the building. Yeah, you see what's happening in Africa now. They understand, man. They waking up like crazy all over the place, and they tired of it. They're getting these people out of here. There's only but so long you can keep getting over. Once what they had to do was realize that their politicians is all bought off and paid. They all sold out. There's no fucking way in the world. If you just got any type of knowledge over there, where you understand how you're being milked as a freaking country, the resources is there. I mean, if you look at the structure of a country and how it's run, and none of the benefits you're getting, they own everything. What? It's fucking stupid. You only can be stupid for but so long. Like, they waking up and seeing, like, what the fuck? This is not right. But they're not even giving them the basic stuff. You got little kids on the street starving and begging for money. What? And you live in a city? All that money that's there? No. They waking up to it. I'm glad to see it. No, it's still consciousness. It's still for a new experience, for consciousness to perceive and expand from. Um, because I mean, that would be consciousness inside of that simulation. The thing is, one is I mean, it's so deep because when you in the dream world, it's your subconscious that's projecting this dream world. To bypass that and make some type of computer world where you can put your consciousness into and bypass the subconscious. What role the subconscious is going to play in that world, I don't know. That's deep. It's a lot to think about. It's like, how are they going to do it? So if you think about Ready Player One, if you haven't seen Ready Player One, turn this shit off and go watch Ready Player One. But if you think about that, Ready Player One, how it was, how they was inside, the game and everything, just it was like being regular, normal to them in there. But if you think about that as it pertains to the dream world, it's your subconscious projecting that. Whereas, like in the movie, that's computer. So what is going to happen to the subconsciousness? Like, how is that going to work? So we'll see. Yeah, I got you, Marcus. I was actually getting ready to send you that tomorrow, so you'll get it by tomorrow. The recorded consultation I got. I had to. It was so many I did. I had to take care of some other ones that was before yours, but I got you. You'll have it by tomorrow. Yeah, subconscious is God. If you really understand, the Bible is trying to tell you that anyway. Subconscious is God. Jesus is you. They're giving you the physical and the spiritual with Jesus. That's you. Um, Or you understand that concept, you grasp what this is all about. But new experiences, growing and expanding in consciousness, all that is what's coming. That's what they want. It's the future they want us to go into. We're done. We did everything here. It's done. We did everything as we can do in this physical part of existence. I mean, they created and did so much. It's a lot to experience now in a physical way. It's something new has to come. And that's what's coming. So we're going to have a nice mix between the two, because we can all agree, unless we live in some type of post-apocalyptic world that's destroyed by radiation or what have you, you're still going to want to go to the beach, right? You're still going to want to go get some ice cream. You're still going to want to walk your dog. So you will have to make it pretty fucked up for people to want to live mostly in a computer simulation. So you look at Ready Player One, you see how it was. Their reality outside of Ready Player One, outside of the computer, was pretty bad, to where they had to take refuge within in that world. So that's the question you got to think about: is what type of post-apocalyptic world, or what type of system, or how bad is it going to get for people to want to be in such a place? So something to think about. Bill Donahue was a genius, but again, nobody if they're not taking you back to Kemet or Africa, then I don't follow him too much. But he had good information on biblical stuff. Yeah, so people got like so many questions about where we're going to go, the directions with Trump, what he's going to do day one. Uh, you know, just be prepared. Buckle up. But I do expect it to be highly lucrative with crypto, and people are going to be able to really do big things out of that. We'll see. But I'm not going to stay here too long, as I talked too much already today. But I wanted to come to do this video real quick and touch bases with you guys. I'll be back. I'll probably do another live tomorrow. Excuse me. But yeah. So again, Merkabah Academy updates coming. A lot of stuff. Since we got the fix with WordPress. So you guys will see the updates with that and the app and everything. All that stuff is coming up, man. It's a lot of stuff going on. One man here. Remember, I'm doing the best I can, fast as I can. It's just me. You know, I have some help with other stuff, but I do all my editing. I edit all my videos. I record all my videos on my own. All that stuff is just me. So it's a lot of work, a lot of stuff coming up. But moving as quickly as possible. But you guys will see a lot of new changes, a lot of cool stuff coming. And you know, I appreciate everybody's patience on all of it. So, you know, again, I only can say it but so many times. You guys will see for yourself. Merkabah Scholar Society, links are in the description. Make sure you get in before the app is, because once the app gets here, it's going to disappear. It's going to be done. You have to get voted in, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. So get in now while it's where it is. Don't be stupid. It's just, you want to get in and take advantage of it now while you can. Consultations, again, take advantage of them now as I can. You have an opportunity to talk to somebody who's made millions and millions of dollars, multi-millionaire, all that stuff. You guys seen, I show you guys proof of everything. You guys seen all the stuff I've done. You had a chance to actually have a consultation with somebody, give you some good insight and information. Take advantage of it now. I'm only doing this because I have time now. So I'm not going to have time pretty soon. So again, you got like 2 months to really take advantage of it, and that's going to be it. You know, I'm doing it now. So, you know, take advantage of it. When I do leave, when we do travel, I'll still do consultations. We'll do lives from those countries. You know, it's a lot of warnings going out, but I'm going to do the same route we always do with London, then Greece, Egypt, Dubai, Thailand, and we'll see from there after Thailand what's direction to go, because I don't know how shit gonna be. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, that's the route. I want to try to get over to New Zealand. Hopefully, it depends on what the group has going on. How many people can go? It's like gonna be like 17 of us. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So that's gonna be the trip. So you guys, we'll do meetings from there. We'll do lives from there. You guys will see, you know, what's going on. I'll talk about the whole investment opportunity with Dubai and everything like that. So it's gonna be cool. Oh, I appreciate it. But yeah, so yeah, stay tuned for all that, man. There's a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff going on. I'm still bouncing around, moving around, taking care of business, doing what I got to do. But shout out to everybody who participated in the meeting, Merkabah Scholar Society. Good, deep meeting, long. It was cool. But I gotta get out of here. Gotta work early day tomorrow. It's already almost 1 o'clock here, and I gotta get out of here. Checkout time is at 11. I gotta go. I got shit to do. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.